gonna cross my fingers and hope that she did not take it, because I'm gonna be very sad.
I feel like this is one of those things where it's like it's in your pocket.
No,
and I'm gonna be like, what? This is crazy.
swear to God, it's not that.
We'll find it afterwards.
All right. Anyway,
we'll find it. Yeah,
the controversy.
The controversy.
We're about to have another one.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. Nah. So the controversy. This morning, we figured, what's a good idea? What's a good way to hire somebody? Well, we think they should upload a video to YouTube with the title Graham Stephan Interview, with reasons why they should work with us.
Right.
And then we could pick the one who's the most memorable and we feel like would be a good fit to join the team. So Jack and I this morning just riff off on the camera.
We winged it.
Yeah, and Jack was like, he's putting out like, an outline. I'm like, no, man, let's just wing it. Let's just get in front of the camera, have fun, 5 minutes and upload the video. So Jack wanted to make it very clear in the video that he wants someone who's willing to do a job like doing Jack's laundry.
No, but let me explain. So I'm not saying that like someone to do the laundry, but I'm saying the kind of person that would be okay to do stuff like that.
Right.
Because the sole purpose of this job is to give Graham and I more time to be able to focus on, the Graham Stephan show, Graham Stephan, and the podcast.
You sure you don't need a girlfriend instead of just an assistant?
I would love a girlfriend. no.
That's been unsuccessful so far. So the next step
I just want somebody to hug me sometimes, So they need to be able to kiss me sometimes and just show me affection.
Just tell me it's going to be okay.
It's going to be all right.
So we said like the laundry thing, right? And I don't mean someone that's actually going to do my laundry explicitly, like that's their job. But I'm just saying someone that will be here 40 hours a week or whatever and just assisting us with things.
Right.
And I would love someone that would be willing to go so far out of their way, that would be willing to do the most that they could possibly do to help us. And
Here's the thing for me. It's like my experience has been when I first started working as a real estate agent, I worked with this guy for free and I was doing everything, whatever he wanted me to do. Right. I would go down and he'd be like, I left my checkbook in the car and it's like 5 stories underground. Can you walk across the street, go to my car, bring me the checkbook at like 9 p.m. at night. I would do it. Right. I never asked for any money doing anything. If he was like, Graham, could you go to this property and photograph it for me and then Photoshop the pictures and then go and email it, I would do it. Yeah, that camera clicked off. We could just use these two for right now, and then we'll go back to the wide. I would do it no matter what it was, and I did that for years. Now, I started making money doing my own leases, but whatever he would need, I would do. Even if he needed me to go and like grab food for him.
Was that valuable for you?
What do you mean was that valuable for me?
Was it a valuable experience?
Yes, absolutely. Because in return for doing that, I got to be around someone who I learned from all the time. I think that for the first few years of me doing that, it was worth it. I would say after about 3-4 years, I started to outgrow that. I don't know why you're smiling at me.
Yeah, because all of this is leading to you need to be able to be okay with doing the laundry.
No,
That was the thing that started the controversy.
Yes, I gotcha.
Just hear me out. When Jack started,
right,
I wanted someone to go through my Facebook emails.
Sure.
And we had the Millionaire Real Estate Mastermind, which to get into the group, you have to put in your email address. And then I wanted someone to go in manually and just copy, and admit the people into the Facebook group. I tried paying people to do this because it was such a just horrible task and it's boring.
Right.
And I was paying people like $15 an hour. Can you go and do this? Everyone's like, yeah, man, I'll get around to it. Would never get around to it, paying them. Jack sent me 7 emails in a row, just being like, dude, whatever you need, I'm willing to help you. I just want to learn. And it just so happened I saw Jack's email at a time where I was inundated with the Facebook stuff. And I said, hey, man, if you really want to learn, if you do this, that'll help me out a ton. If you just want to help me out. He did it in like overnight. Like the next day it was done. Didn't ask for any money or anything like that. And so to thank Jack, I'm like, how about I'll take you out for dinner? And we just met for dinner. And that was it. And then Jack was telling me over dinner, like, if there's anything else you need, whatever it is, I just want to learn. And so he did. And he would help me out with we did the phone calls on the Graham Stephan show. We just started up the channel. And in the beginning, didn't get paid at all.
Did you do your laundry?
I didn't do the laundry, but I literally would have done anything. I would have gone and fetched food for Ramsey, cleaned up Ramsey's fecal matter, in the house. I would have been so happy.
Would you have eaten an uni?
That's borderline. Eating a sea cucumber? No. But I literally would have done anything. And that was the whole purpose of like the whole laundry statement, is that we want someone that would be willing to...
Why do you say it's a controversy? Did you get pushback?
No, well, we're getting there. Okay, so here's the deal. I come from somebody who like I would have done anything for free. Jack worked for free, and now you get all self-conscious. We talk about how much Jack is making 6 figures now.
The point is, I worked for nothing, and now I'm doing well. And the same for Graham. He worked for nothing, and now he's doing well.
Yeah.
And even we expect
the same.
Yeah.
Even on YouTube, man. Honestly, like I worked for free on like that first year. I was losing money making YouTube videos. I just enjoyed it.
Sure.
We want the same type of person who has that same type of enthusiasm. That's like, I'm willing to do anything. I will clean up Bailey's poop. I will do Jack's laundry. If Graham,
is that something you ask for, or is that something you just spot in people? You know what I mean? Like, do you ask for that, or you notice that? You know what I mean?
Maybe that's where we messed up. So here's the controversy. We mentioned in the video, tongue in cheek, sort of like Jack's laundry, and I'm like, oh yeah, Jack's laundry is bad. You don't want to do Jack's laundry.
As a joke,
yeah.
right?
And we kind of leaned into that, and we were just like, and it might include like driving us around and like just doing like anything, including maybe editing for the podcast,
shopping for lots of bleach.
Yeah, exactly.
But people in the comments went off on like, you're giving $40,000 for somebody to do all these jobs and like be your assistant and do your laundry and be able to edit. That's the jobs, like that's 2 people's jobs. You're asking for 1. That's a million, a millionaires start doing that. Yeah. And I'm like, people send emails every day willing to do work for free.
Right.
And we want to pay somebody to do these things and grow with us over time. It's like when I first started, I was doing the jobs like 3 or 4 people. It's like it's whatever you need to do, you got to get done. So we were looking for the same qualities, but I think we missed the mark on that by outlining something that maybe should have been implied.
Right. Yeah, I agree. That's not something you ask for. That's something you notice. But
But we drastically need it right now. That's the issue.
Jack needs his laundry. He is not the laundry.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like it's not something you can put in like a job description. It's just something you notice. You're like, oh, this person's really motivated, But
I think this is something that Graham and I both recognize. I'm sure you're very similar, but like, you can sign up for a job that does, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, but anything that you do more than that, it will come back and benefit you. And I knew that like, even if I was making no money doing the work for Graham, it's like, I know I'm confident in my ability to provide value. And when I'm in a position where I have a connection with Graham, I can think of ways to make Graham money. And if I can make myself a super valuable asset to something, in turn, I can receive some benefit. I'm sure you're the same way. It's like,
I make money from Jack making money. Like Jack will come up with ideas that will make him money, that make me more money, that pays for Jack.
Sure.
And Jack makes more money.
Sure.
So it's like it's a win-win for everybody. And so I think some people just are too short-sighted. They're focusing on like the right now. Oh, cleaning Jack. Like honestly, there are people out there that would do your laundry for free just to go and like just to go and like be introduced. Like that's what I don't get. Same thing. People get upset at me for posting on Instagram like, "Hey, I'm selling my iPhone, guys, $400 to buy my iPhone." People are like, "You're rich. You should just give it away. I can't believe you're selling that." But little do they know, whoever comes by, first of all, we get to hang out. They get a personal connection. And usually they get an Instagram shout out, which is probably worth like $5,000 that they're getting just to come and hang out. And usually, like the guy who picked up the desk,
we gave him free access to the mentorship group, which is $130.
Yeah,
we gave him free access to that, and we gave him an or do we do an Instagram shout out?
I think we did
something.
Yeah, we did. We did do
like
an Instagram,
and
we talked to him on like a weekly basis for him coming and picking up a $60 desk that people were upset at me at.
Right.
I can't believe you're selling a broken desk. I can't believe you're doing that. Donate it.
We sold it for $40.
There's no sympathy for millionaires. It's that's just how the society we live in.
But it's so sad that people don't see the benefit beyond that. And here's a perfect example: the couch. I sold the couch for $1,800. And the dude was telling us, it's like, yeah, no, I didn't really do the couch for $1,800. I just did it because I wanted to meet you and get that connection. And we still keep in touch. I mean, it's just, it's one of these, Andy gets a couch at the same cost that I had to wait like 6 months for.
That's something you explain though. Like people that get it.
You're right.
It's not something you explain.
It's frustrating to me that people go off on me on that. And they just don't get it. I want people to understand,
right?
But maybe that's something that you can't understand.
That's the difference between the 1% and the 99%.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think people were also upset
Anyways,
because
yeah.
they said we were asking for 2 jobs in one, with like the laundry stuff, like a maid, and then also someone who'd be able to turn on the cameras, like a techie person. But all they would do is turn on the cameras and make sure that they don't die when we're recording a podcast. And I would teach them how to edit the podcast, which is
Right.
also like a marketable skill that I would gladly
Yeah,
teach
What's the
them how to do.
What's the starting salary for people watching?
40.
40.
40K.
40,000.
Yeah.
Is that like a trial period or like?
That's just like the first
That's
year.
gonna
But
be
the
the
thing
base,
is, it's
yeah.
like they're not limited to that. If
Sure.
they come up with another thing that they can do, like what if I say like, hey, can I have you on a Saturday?